The Sun and Moon are Warframe's newest melee archetype, dual Nikanas. While they surely top the charts in the fashion department, are they actually any good? The Sun and Moon blueprint is acquired from completing the new Duviri Paradox quest. To build them, you will require multiple resources from the Duviri game modes, but it only took me about 30 minutes to farm them all up, and I wasn't even looking for any of them specifically. Taking a look at the stats, a 20% crit chance paired with a 2.4x multiplier and a 22% status chance is really not that bad actually. The damage is split between the IPS elements with a 56% bias towards slash. The heavy attack has potential, but its issue is that it has no forced slash procs, which compared to Sun and Moon's biggest competitor, the Nikana Prime, really is not that great. Speaking of that though, let's look at the comparison of the rest of their stats. Nikana Prime has a 28% in both crit and status chance with the same multiplier. It has a higher base damage with an incredibly higher weighting towards slash of 90% without mods. Sure, the heavy attack does less damage and does not strike 3 times, but it also has a very strong forced slash proc on the heavy attack for the Nikana side. While the exact stats are not currently available on the wiki for Sun and Moon stance at Mountain's Edge, which is also given to you when completing the Duviri quest, some testing from me shows that there are no forced procs of any kind on this weapon, which is honestly just not good. Comparing that to Blind Justice for one-handed Nikanas, which has force slash on the neutral E combo, the blocking combo, and especially the heavy attacks, which also get a wild 500% multiplier. And again, even without the forced procs, the naturally high slash weighting that Nikana Prime has makes it significantly better than Sun and Moon for that department, which is, well, why you would want to use it. I just don't really know who this weapon is for, besides the new players who either start with Duviri or do it very early on, as I can see this being very fun to use for them, but for anything high level comparatively, there's just not a reason to really use it. And that is very disappointing because like I've stated, they look fantastic, but I guess I kind of answered my own question on who they're for then. But look, the Sun and Moon are not terrible. I just was hoping they would have some sort of niche, the stance could be better, they could have really high status chance, could just something. And these just seem like another just, you know, typically good melee weapon that doesn't really come near the top. And for being the first of their kind, I was hoping for something just a little bit more. But if you really do want to use them, because again, obviously you can use them and deal just fine, this is the build that you should be using. Condition Overload is definitely going to be used here because this weapon can use all the health that it gets, and paired up with a viral and other status primer, you'll multiply the damage your slash procs do by a lot. Prime Pressure Point just won't cut it here in my opinion. Blood Rush and Weeping Wounds take these stats to 108 and 118 respectively, while Organ Shatter will adjust your multiplier to a 4.6x. Sun and Moon have good range that I further extend with primed reach to a total of 5.6 meters. Berserker Fury for that 70% attack speed bonus also fits in well here, as the stance and base attack speed do feel quite slow. Finally, we do fix our slash weighting issues here with Karnas Mandible. Karnas adds 90% more slash and a further 60% status chance, raising our total at 12x combo to 131. The extra slash here serves to also increase our slash weighting from a meager 50% to a manageable 70%. Using Buzzkill here would bring our status back down to 118 and only increase the weighting from 50 to 73, which is not enough to warrant losing the status chance, however small it may be. Throw a Bane in there as well to give our slash procs a large damage boost, which is again pretty needed because the weapon can use all the help that it can get. And that is the Sun and Moon, everybody. They're not bad. It's just maybe our expectations, or at least my expectations, were a little bit high. You know, new melee archetype, new stance, all that stuff. And especially because the last like major quest weapon we got, the Nadaruk, is absolutely insane. So, you know, that's all. But the next weapon that I'm going to be covering, the Incarnate Breton, it looks wild, everyone. So yeah, look out for that one. A quick reminder that you can join the channel on YouTube now, where you will get access to a custom badge, early videos, exclusive community posts, and so much more, alongside some great emojis to be used in my live streams. You can also join on Patreon too, which helps me out a ton, so please take a look if you have got a moment. I do all these YouTube things myself, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you to Bored Platypus, The Mad Monk, Scotty Nose, Bad Robot, Jade Rabbit, Shrike, Raken, Sage, Serene Crane, Pretend, Sedu, Rave, Calamity, Intellectual, Thorn, Boxy, Corrupt, and Heath. Wow, that was a lot of speaking. You guys are awesome, and thank you so much. Make sure to stay on the lookout for that Brian video coming very soon, and I will see all of you guys in the next one. Peace!